Hello everyone, this is Bombastic Fantastic with Mr.
And
Frost
this
Iceforge.
and this is Frost Iceforge.
I heard he
We're
did your
coming at
introduction,
you,
man. Yeah.
and we're coming at you with a Nuclear Throne Mutations tier list. In case you don't know, Nuclear Throne is an indie game, a roguelike shooter that's on Steam. And we're going to be doing a couple runs on it. We're recording this video before we do the runs, actually.
Yeah, and then
So
we're probably going to do runs and then I'm assuming that we're going to insert this after the runs cuz otherwise you'll
yeah,
be like what the heck even is this game, right?
yeah, exactly. So
So
we're gonna be these are the perks. These are like the different perks you can choose during the playthrough. So we're
yeah.
gonna be judging these like straight up tier list, like from S to F, and then obviously there's a depends category, and there's a we don't remember what this is category.
Yeah, like what is this? Like honestly, how much percent of this would you say we haven't even gotten? I would say
I would
30%.
say everything that's not ultra, I think we've gotten at least once.
Mhm.
The issue is like I only really play YB, so like I don't know what all of these ultras are.
Yeah, we'll explain what that exactly means as we go through
Yeah,
the
well,
list.
yeah, I can explain it really quick. So an ultra is like so each time you level up in the game, you get a skill and or a mutation, and and when you get to level 10, you specifically get a character specific, or in co-op you get like one of the two co-op specific ultras, which are like really good.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like so the thing is that if either you only play co-op or you in solo you have like one main that you only play in solo, then like you're not going to know what the other ultras are
Yeah,
because you would never get them.
exactly. Like I've honestly, by myself, I think I've only won as Crystal. I think I might have won as Plant also, but whenever I play team mode, you can't choose the solo mode equivalent. You have to
Yeah,
choose
because
the
it
team
makes
mode
you it makes
upgrade. Yeah,
you use the team upgrades instead. So yeah,
exactly,
so we have it's like logistical reasons that we don't know what some of these are. So they're going in what is this? That's just
exactly.
how it's going to be.
It'd be
Okay, so now
honestly,
let's get
it'd be wait really fast before we get into this. It would be a cool challenge to like actually try to get all these perks eventually. That'd be a great challenge. That'd be
like we would have to do a bunch of solo runs to
Oh,
get
that's
some
true.
of
It'd have
these
to be
stuff.
solo. Unless, Philip, you make a mod that implements that.
I don't know. I don't know how to do
It's,
it. So
I wonder if that would be possible. Anyways, so right off the bat, we're starting off with a very strong mutation. Quite literally. Look at this guy.
literally, it's called Strong Back. It's has my boy Plant repping the icon there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, no, isn't it?
so
It's
Strong
back
Back.
muscle. Is it back muscle?
It's strong. I think it's that. It might be called back muscle or strong
Something like
back.
that. Yeah. But what it does
I can
is,
pull up the wiki
yeah, what
to
it does
chat.
is it'll give you a higher ammo max. So instead of starting off with like 50 for any type other than uh, bullets, it'll basically just like doubles your entire ammo max. And
Yeah,
honestly, Philip,
it's like basically has to.
you've showed me based off of the other run that we've done a little bit ago that ammo is very, very, very important. Like,
Yeah, especially in my mods, like you
yeah,
need ammo.
exactly. So what are you
And
thinking?
also, it's back muscle. By the way, I checked on the wiki. It's back muscle.
Okay.
And um, I'm thinking it's at least A. Like
I'm
I
gonna
saw
put
some
okay.
other
I'm gonna put it
tiers.
A at the moment,
If
and
we talk about some other ones and
yeah,
realize they're trash in comparison, like if we
exactly.
make like three more perks that in A tier, and in
Hmm.
retrospect we're like, hold up, these are trash compared to this, then we'll
Yeah.
move it up.
So I have a question for this next perk. This is one of the what are they
The
called
co-op
again? Ultra
ultras, the co-op
mutations. Yeah,
ultras. Yeah.
ultra mutations that has to do with having a teammate. Any of these that show two? Oh wait, they don't even have. Oh, they do have it. Never mind. They have the ammo one
Yeah,
also.
they do have it. They have basically there's two ultras for co-op. One of them is you share ammo, and one of them is you share health. This is the
Hmm.
share health one. So basically, every single time you pick up any health packs, you both get the benefit instead of only one person
Yeah.
getting it, which is especially in like four player in the
Oh
co-op
my
mod.
gosh.
Like it's so good. Like
So
it's like it's clutch. But also, I feel like ammo's better.
So here's my question:
Ammo's better.
Are we doing like relative tiers? Because, for example, once you've gotten up to Ultra, you're already doing super good in the game, and you only have two things to choose from, which is the health or the ammo if you're doing a co-op. So
I feel like the way we should judge it is like in general, when you end up getting this, is it good?
okay, so I would put that right up there in S tier
Yeah, I feel like both of those two is like S tier. Like
Should
they're
I just put
so
the other
good.
one? Yeah, I'm gonna put the other one up here too.
Like that's like they both are like really
Exactly. Those are if you've never got to the point to where you're co-op. So here's the thing: whenever you play co-op, there's always that one person. Except for us, I feel like none of us, you and I, Philip, actually don't do this. But I feel like there's always that one person
who
that would
hogs the
just
ammo.
hog every single possible resource, and this is like a
Exactly.
neutralizer, honestly. So
Yes, it is.
okay, so I would put that right up there with S tier, honestly. And I don't plan on putting too many things up on S tier, anyways. So let's
Yeah,
go.
we need to keep S tier sacred, and I feel like that's just like
Yeah,
co-op is so difficult that that actually makes it tolerable
exactly.
in comparison.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so the
next
next
one
one is
is
Bloodlust.
Bloodlust. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So right
so
off the bat, I'm thinking either B. I feel like it's a B. Like that's just what I'm gonna get.
um
What do you think?
yeah, so it's really good, especially on chicken, because then you can actually like regenerate health and that can save you.
Yeah. And the cool
So
thing about this Bloodlust is basically what it does. It gives you plus one HP.
one every
After
13 kills, like it randomly.
Yeah,
So one
one
in
out of
13
14
kills.
chance of giving you plus one HP. If
It's
there's large amounts of mobs, it's super good. And the great part about it is you don't need to actually put yourself in danger to get it. Like you can just be like a lot of times if you have a health pack, you have to then run over to it. But for this one, you can just kill from a distance and just instantly get that plus one health. So it's good. It's really good. But I feel like there's some other A tier things that I'm thinking of in my head,
yeah,
and
I feel like it's useful, but it's like
I
not essential. I feel like we've done so many amazing runs without
without
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
next
like in
one.
all of the super, I was saying like
Mhm.
in all the, for example, I'm just also thinking about this like, how much does it help us do epic runs? Because like strong back, I feel
Mm-mm.
like has saved
Yeah,
our butt in like
that's a
really
very
good
good point.
runs. Yeah,
These ones
that's what I
have
mean.
definitely saved our butt. Like this one, honestly, the ammo pack I would like put at
Ammo
like
pack.
S
Yeah.
star. I would put wait, actually,
Okay.
are you supposed to do it on order of preference? So like
Oh
that
yeah, I think is it is
left.
leftmost
I
better?
think left is considered to be the best.
Okay,
Yeah.
if the global convention on other people's tier lists is the opposite way around, we apologize, but
Yeah.
we're going to be using left as best.
Yeah, we're gonna be left as our favorite. So I'm putting this as a B tier. I think that's a fair thing. So far, I really like. If it could honestly be a C tier, that's a possibility.
For
But
boiling veins.
no. Sorry, no. We're talking about boiling veins now. Okay, so boiling
Okay.
veins. It depends honestly on what character you have and the circumstance. I feel like it's one of those that haven't. Like I would normally rather pick a different upgrade, honestly. So I'm just thinking right away it's D. But what do you think?
And my I think this is exactly what the pens was made for.
Oh, okay. I
It's
don't
like
know. I don't know though.
if you're melting,
Mhm.
if you're melting, it's good.
Mhm.
Especially because when you're melting, it makes you literally invincible to fire and invincible
Mhm.
to explosions with no penalty at all.
But the thing
But
is,
with
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
the thing is, with all other characters, it does save your butt sometimes in some levels,
Mhm.
especially when there's like explosive cars. But
Yeah.
you should be like your brain should be like set on avoiding explosions anyway, and it kind of
Exactly.
trains you to like explosions good. Like, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I just will go down to 4 health to an explosion
This, by
instead
the
of
way, is if
like
you're at 4 health, you don't take damage from explosions or
explosion.
fire.
Yeah.
So, so you're thinking it depends. I think that I think it's more cut and dry that it's a pretty good perk. But even if I have melting, there's other ones I would choose way before I would choose this one. So I
Yeah.
don't think it's really a depends as much as it is like, in my opinion at least, a D or a C.
Let's put it in D for now.
I think it I think
Let's
it's a
just
D.
shove it
Okay,
in there.
guys,
Top of D tier.
top of
It's a
the
D plus. It's a D plus.
yeah, it's what I got on my exam last night.
It's a
No,
D.
okay.
But
So
next
this
one.
next one, I was kind of hoping it'd be save it a little bit for later because I don't know if I'm just a fanboy of this, but I think this is like the number one
Oh,
weapon upgrade for sure. It might be up there
okay.
with like
So
the number one when it comes to saving runs. This might have been up there with our
honestly,
best ever.
I get it. Like it is kind of like oh, it's helps you when your accuracy. We're talking about bolt marrow, by the way, the one
Bolt
that
marrow,
makes you
yeah.
So crossbows have like heat-seeking bullets or bolts. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but the thing is that like crossbows are like crazy good. Like, they're crazy good damage, and
Hmm.
they're already like really accurate. But this like is like, oh, you have like a whole room of a bunch of guys that aren't in a straight line. Well, guess what? It's gonna go like this, and it's gonna hit all of them and one
Exactly.
shot everybody.
So especially so it's not extremely good if the enemies are really strong because I don't even think it has an effect. But if you kill an enemy, it could just like if the enemies are weak, it'll literally just create like this absolute stream effect. I don't even know how many it can kill, but it'll just like grind through a bunch of weak enemies.
And you know what's really cool is if you have the super crossbow or the splinter gun,
Oh
which
my
by the way
god.
shoot multiple, both shoot several projectiles instead of one.
And we might do
So
a
they're
tier
like
list for
specially,
weapons, by the way.
yeah, they're specialty
Hmm.
crossbows. But anyway, they have these several bolts, and it makes them all converge and do all of their damage to one
Yeah.
enemy. And then obviously after that, all of those will seek everything too.
Yeah.
So like it makes this one weapon that's really good and does a lot of damage even better, and it makes it require less accuracy. So it's like so it makes
Yeah.
these amazing high skill weapons
Hmm.
like more accessible
So Philip,
with less skill. So I feel like it's at least A. It has
I
to.
think okay, I think it is either going to be the highest A or the lowest S. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, I see that. I
So I'm gonna
absolutely
put it
see
right
that.
now at A plus. Like, but I mean, I feel like it's a big distance between any other A and this A. Like, this is like
Yes,
someone who got 99.97% on their test, but
exactly.
they
We have
didn't
to
get
clarify that.
104% though. So
Exactly.
this first off, like, chat. Oh wait, I'm
Okay,
not
the
talking to
next
live
two.
chat. Why am I saying chat? I'm so used to whenever I look at tier list videos, I feel like they say chat. But anyways, so
Yeah,
what is this?
the next two are the chicken ultras.
Do you
We
even know what
have
they do?
not gotten that high at chicken. I have no idea what they do.
So I would just comment
We're
down
skipping.
if you think that it's like a S tier, A tier, or whatever. Just comment it down honestly. So
Yeah,
this
like
one,
let us know if you played this game. Let us know what you think of the ultras because like
okay,
I
yeah.
don't know
So for the record, I have actually got both of these ultras before, this one and this
the
one.
ones for crystal.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
remember which ones. I think this is the one that gives you plus health, and this is the one that makes it to where you can shield while moving. So these are both ultras. Um,
yeah, I think I remember crystal had one for extra health. Yeah,
I would personally say that when I use the shield moving one, I was a little bit disappointed. It wasn't nearly as good, I felt like, as the extra 6 health. So it's definitely higher. As to relations to these, I would put the extra health. First off, it's way better. This extra health is going to be way better than. I pretty much think that these are all going to be S tiers, like because plus 6 health is just insane. But I feel like you almost have to scale it in a way and think of it as you've gone this far. I don't know, like it's definitely worse than these, that's for sure. But okay, I think I would
do you
honestly
think
put
it's
I put this one at the low A.
okay? I can see that. I mean, like health. Here's the thing: like things like health, as
Hmm.
opposed to things like ammo and damage and like bolt arrow. Things like health are like, oh, you're doing bad. Okay, this is helping you not do as bad. The other ones are like, you're never going to do bad because nothing can kill you if everything's dead.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good point.
if you're high skilled and you just memorize like all of the attacks in the
Hmm.
game and you just like never take damage, then that's not going to help you.
Yeah,
So I feel like that's something you always need to consider.
yeah. So this
And that's
plus,
obviously why we put that's obviously also why we put shared ammo higher than shared health for like the same reason.
yeah, I would put this at S, but I'd put it like right
Wait, you're
here.
putting the better shield? I thought you said you didn't
Oh, is this
like
the
better shield.
shield one? Oh, I thought this one was the health.
Wait, let me check. Let me actually look up the wiki and check.
Okay. In the meantime, this next one is called Eagle Eyes, and it increases accuracy. What's your thoughts on that one, Philip? I know what my thought is right away.
Okay, okay. So the one that you put in S, that one's Juggernaut enables slowed movement while shielding.
Okay, so I did the wrong one. Okay, so I'll flip those two around. Okay.
Okay.
So this one right here, I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of Eagle Eyes. It's like I don't even know of a time.
Ah,
I only get it if it's like there's just the rest are just horrible.
yeah,
I
that's like an easy top. Honestly, I'm thinking C.
Oh, you think
or
it's actually
maybe
a C?
less.
I think it's under. I would rather honestly take
Oh,
Boiling Veins on.
actually, now that I think about it, now that I'm stupid, yeah, it's a D.
I was thinking it's a D or a high F, like an F plus. Somebody got like 62% or
I'm
whatever,
thinking there's some like
or
complete
60%.
like. I guess at least it makes the default shotgun more like an eraser.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
but it makes like I don't know.
Okay, I know
Like,
before Philip. So that was Eagle Eye. We again, these are subject to change, and they probably will as we get more
yeah,
and more. But this
as you
one right
remember.
here, slower enemy bullets. You know, I remember before you asked me, you're like, Seth, what's your least favorite
Oh yeah,
perk?
that's
This
for
one,
F minus, isn't it?
this one might actually be my least favorite perk. The reason why is slower enemy bullets, um, projectiles. Sorry, what it does is it actually, at least for me, it impacts the way I normally play the game. Like I'm used to a projectile, especially because I use crystal. I'm used to a projectile traveling at a certain velocity. So if it's like a slower velocity, then I feel like I do worse. Like I would rather just skip the perk. That's at least just me. Because you get like once you start getting this motor memory and do the same thing over and over and over, you get really used to the speed of the
Yeah, that
projectiles.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, so
So then
what's your
that's an
thoughts?
F.
I'm putting it
That's
as like
I like never take it. Just put it in F.
yeah, like that's when I don't even I have done it before when I first started, and I feel like I'd use it twice, and then I started once I got better at the game, I started using it again just to see what it's like, and I just did so much worse because I would shield prematurely and then get hit by by projectiles. Okay, this one, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's like it's obviously it makes you faster. Just it gives you a faster movement speed.
like extra feet. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, I remember before you said during this tier list, think of it as how many times has it like helped you win in a clutch situation. I don't think there's ever been a single time where the extra 20% speed or whatever it is has actually even helped me at all. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't
I,
know about you.
yeah, I don't. Does it really even impact the game? Like, is this a D?
I'm
Is this a
thinking it's
D
a
tier
low
perk?
D. I'm honestly think it's a low D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's the
Honestly,
one effect. The one benefit is a singular map. Actually, a couple maps. It's the ice
oh,
levels. Yeah,
it's the improved movement in the specific levels, like the ice.
exactly. Not the speed
Yes.
necessarily. It's the proved movement. That's why I think it's still definitely a D. Like I would put it
Yes.
above accuracy. I think it's just
Yes.
right in between here.
Rolling Veins is better. So just put it there.
Okay, yeah. Again, these ones I have no idea. Comment down if you know. Um, I'm just gonna not even go through this. Pixel art's amazing, but I have no idea what it does. So let me just move these suckers here. Can I put like enough column? Like, okay, good.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay,
Okay.
I was just making sure. Um, okay, so then this
Okay,
next.
Gamma Guts.
Okay, this one.
Gamma
Oh
Guts
my
is pretty good.
gosh. It's okay. So
Okay,
Gamma Guts.
so
I feel like again. I feel like this is might be one that involves it depends. I think it
okay, so
depends on
Gamma
on the
Guts.
run. This is
So
definitely
Gamma
one.
Guts. Let me explain what it does.
Yeah.
So Gamma Guts. So when you touch enemies, they take 6 damage,
Hmm.
and and specifically if you're walking into enemies, if they have like less than 12 HP, then like you'll damage them without them damaging you. And like
Yeah.
so basically, for certain situations, you can literally just like walk up to enemies and they just die without you having to shoot them. So it's
Exactly.
like
I've seen videos
it's
of
literally
people. Yeah. Going through the whole
it's
what's it called, the sewers,
the
just
sewers. Yeah,
running. Yeah.
it's
So
pretty cool.
Philip, I'm honestly gonna go as far as to say that this might be of all the ones that involve depends. This one might be up there with depends because I feel like I would choose Gamma Guts if I want to do a loop. If I don't want to do a loop, I feel like I don't necessarily need Gamma Guts. You know what I mean? Might choose something else
Yeah,
above it. But
it's
okay,
probably, and
but
also
I
I feel
think
like
we could put it somewhere.
I
Yeah.
feel like it might be a textbook C
Yeah, that's
tier.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's like a textbook
Like a
definition C.
C, like not quite a C plus, like a good solid C. Oh, wait, next one, Hammerhead. What's your thoughts on this, Philip?
Hammerhead. Okay, Hammerhead is pretty useful because there's like a ton of different situations, say when you're a character like YV, where you don't have that good of defense, where it's like, oh, let me just run into a wall real quick, because who needs cover when I can just make it?
Yeah.
And when you're fighting Little Hunter on level 5, for example, it's like, oh, let me just make some cover away from all of these enemies so I
Hmm.
can fight the boss by themselves. So I feel like, and also there's so many times where there's like this an enemy that's
Hmm.
chilling behind like a wall somewhere where you normally have to go like really far around, where it's like, I'm just going the short way. I'm just going straight through.
Yeah.
It comes in handy so much.
I
Like
remember
it's one
originally
of
I
those
hated
really
it.
tiny perks.
I hated it at
Originally,
first.
when you first use it, when you're a noob, you're like, when am I going to use this?
It would actually,
When
yeah.
you actually get used to like the game, and then you like actually think about it, and you actually try and play like defensively,
Hmm.
then you realize that it actually has like a lot of different use cases. It's a very versatile perk.
So like if you're low on health, for example, what you can do is you can use this Hammerhead, and then you can wait for a health drop, or something, and then just kill like one enemy at a time. It just play it really slow. As also, for example, if you have it with Bloodlust, you can then just kill it, and hopefully you'll get this health regen. And I think it recharges at the end of each
At the end
round,
of each
right?
level, you get 20 more.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
refreshes it.
So I don't think it's quite a B personally. I don't know if you're thinking it's a B. I'm thinking it's
I
a
was thinking like low B, maybe.
low B. Okay, I was thinking a really high C. I was thinking it'd be like one of the highest C's that we have
That's true.
because it's
Yeah,
great.
whatever.
It's great. It has saved my life for sure. But a lot of these other perks have also
Like,
saved my life. I would say
but it's like
let's put it at C
it's
for
no
now.
bloodlust.
Yeah, it's definitely below Bloodlust. Bloodlust is like a high B. I don't think there's gonna be a B that's higher than that. I could be wrong, but
Okay, so then heavy heart. Okay,
Heavy Heart. What does this
so
do again?
so this one actually, very interestingly, you can only get this when you've gotten 3 weapon mutations, like bone
Yeah.
marrow,
So you
and this
get
makes
bone
it so
marrow.
that
Yeah.
you get an X. Actually, it increases the number of weapons that drop from killing enemies.
Oh, I remember that.
Like it like doubles how many you get. It's a
Hmm.
lot.
I remember we already saw like a tier list on this, and they put this one at F, right? I don't think
Yeah,
this
like
deserves.
they hated this
I
one.
don't. I'm a lover of weapons, so I would put it definitely higher than an F. That's for sure. I don't know if I would
I
put
feel
it.
like I like never get it
So
is
I
the
have
issue.
used it. I haven't noticed a significant difference, but I would put it at I think it's a C level. Honestly, is it above Gamma Guts? No, I think I'd rather have Gamma
No,
Guts.
it's not.
Is it actually
It's
a
not.
high D?
Is it better than boiling veins though? Honestly, like getting more, you already get like a chest
Hmm,
every round. You know what I mean?
that's a good point.
I feel like it would help you more. I feel like Gamma Guts comes in clutch.
Hmm.
I mean, not Gamma. Oh yeah, of course Gamma Guts,
I
but I
would put
think
maybe right
boiling
here,
veins.
just right under
Yeah.
Boiling Veins. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay,
Okay.
again. Wait, Philip, is
All
there a
these
way I can like
horror
expand
perks.
the screen so that?
You could zoom out if you hold control and scroll down.
Control scroll down. Okay, let me do that. That looks better. Okay, and then
Okay,
I'll
then
just
these horror ones, just move those away.
move that there.
Okay, now we're gonna have impact wrists. Oh boy,
Ooh,
this
okay.
is a very underrated perk.
It's
Like
an underrated
when
perk.
I was a noob, I was like, this is trash.
You
But
saw me use it with melting,
yeah,
right? The other day. I think it's
with
yesterday.
melting, it's so good.
Oh my gosh, with melting, it's literally one of the best perks. Again, I feel like it might be almost a depend. It's one of those depends ones too on what character you have and everything. Okay.
Is it though? I'm thinking it might be a B.
I don't think it's quite a B.
You, hmm,
I would put it.
C.
I would put it maybe at a high C. I think it's above. I think it's right here.
I feel like Hammerhead might have more versatility, but
Hmm.
well, obviously one of them's better. One of them's offense and one of them's defense. Obviously, so that's gonna be subjective.
Yeah. Oof. I think right here. That's on. I feel like that's placed correctly.
Okay, that sounds
Ooh.
good.
Okay. This next one. Energy weapons deal more damage.
Um, I don't really use energy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it's like, is that just your own personal?
that's my own personal preference. Obviously, it's pretty good if you use energy. Obviously,
And
because
okay,
unlike
so
all of these,
unlike bone marrow, this one just does more damage. That's the problem I have with it. It just
actually,
solely
looking at
does.
the wiki, it does do stuff like it does make lasers wider, and
Oh,
it
it
does
does.
like make plasma bigger, and it lets it hit extra
Yeah.
times,
So
and
I
it
feel
makes
like
like lightning last longer.
yeah, I feel like we can't make a really informed decision on this one because we're not like the wielders of the electrical weapons or whatever you call them.
I mean, I guess we can vote about it in principle.
So I would just
I don't want to
personally
say
like
what is this. I don't want to say what is
no,
this.
no,
I
no,
feel like I
obviously
know too much to say that.
no, no. I've used it. I've used it, but I've always passed it up like every time. Like it's so bad that I feel like some of these D tier ones I would choose above it almost. Like Boiling Veins, I feel like I'd choose above this. Um,
I would put it behind Speed and in front of Eagle Eyes.
yeah, which is really sad because I think it's mainly because we just don't use energy weapons that much. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay, full HP and some ammo. Uh,
Full HP and some ammo. I don't like taking it. I feel like a noob to take it. You know what I mean?
so whenever I take it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I would have just survived this next round and instead got this other perk? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then I
like
would have.
here's the thing. Okay,
It's a
here's
one-time
the reason.
use. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Every other mutation in this, if you pick it up, like the first two worlds, and you get to loop 5, it's still going to help you.
Yeah.
This one does not.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can take this and then realize that round was crazy easy. I
Mhm.
had like such great spawn. I got so many med kits. I got like the big med kit to spawn. I have
Yeah.
full health now, and I completely wasted it. Like I would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then you realize you just wasted one of your 10 only perk slots on this.
Mhm. Yeah. That's exactly. Mm. But again, it's like in a
Like
depends one. Like if I'm at one health
I
and I have
think it
no ammo,
depends. I think this is literally the textbook definition of depends.
let's put it on depends. Because there could be times. Okay, another example is let's say you have one health and you're like
Say
have
okay,
hardly any
say you
nuclear
get into
throne.
the nuclear
Yeah.
throne room, or like you're on throne 2, and you have like one health and like no ammo.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. The next one is like the extended reach. Again, I don't know. I know what these do, and I don't necessarily know the names. But this is the one that gives you extended melee reach. So
Oh,
like,
that's called long arms, I think.
okay.
Um,
So Philip, personally, here's the problem. Melee weapons are hardly used. I feel like maybe it's just me.
I feel I don't like really high level players like use the ultra shovel and stuff all the time.
Yeah, exactly. They'll use the ultra shovel, and they probably would love this with it. But for us, like that would be great with the ultra shovel, honestly. But I feel like that's a
I
very
feel like
situational.
it is good. I actually kind of like using melee sometimes in solo,
Hmm.
and in the mods sometimes I like using the wrench early game because it does save ammo.
Yeah.
And obviously, it does make melee weapons much more viable.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be. So the thing is though, it does let you use close range weapons that aren't great. Like it does, and also
Yeah.
it does let you use.
I
So yeah,
so
it does let
maybe
you use
maybe
those
you
kind of
think of
weapons.
think of a what you think because I'd pretty much just always pass it up. Like I would put this
Well,
at
yeah,
D or F honestly because I like just always pass it up personally.
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's supposed to be that low, but I think I have just a like based off of my strategy and the
You
way I
have a
play.
personal bias
That's
because of the weapon
exactly it. I
choice.
have to confront
It's
my personal
exactly
bias.
laser beam.
So should I be more objective or opinionated on this decision? That sounds like a
I
stupid
honestly
question.
don't know.
So
Honestly, no, it's not. I mean, like, what's the point of making the tier list if it's not your personal?
yeah, I mean, I feel like mostly, yeah, actually, this is all technically our personal opinion. None of this is fact because someone could think, Euphoria is somehow better than shared ammo. Like Euphoria, by the way, is the one that we put on F tier. I think that's what
Okay.
it's called. Okay, I
Okay. I know
personally,
one thing. Long arms is not F tier. I would be mad if you could put it
no, I'm not
there.
gonna
I would
put
be
it F
mad.
tier.
I would say it might even be lowest of C.
You think it's that? It's
It's
like,
a
would you choose it over
it's
Boiling Veins though?
it depends. Maybe?
Do we have Boiling? Okay, I think our problem is, Philip, is we keep on putting stuff in D tier because I think Boiling Veins might actually be a C tier.
Boiling veins put at the bottom of C.
I think that's our problem here.
Put boiling veins at the bottom of C.
This
That's
looks
the issue.
better. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds more accurate.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
So now, okay, so we're now going to go to this one. Some kills regenerate ammo. Okay, what's the percentage again on this? Because
it's the most random percentage you've ever heard in your whole life. If I gave you a year, you would never guess.
is it 11%?
11.
Is that right?
0.76.
Oh, 0.76. Oh my gosh. I just remembered 11 from something, but 0.76, is that like, it has to be some ratio. I don't know what it is, but
Anyway.
anyways, I would
it gives a random ammo type, one ammo pickup worth of ammo.
Okay. I think this is definitely up here. I think it might be just under
honestly,
regen.
Really, it's a very similar. It's literally just Bloodlust but ammo.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts on it. Bloodlust, the thing I love about it, and I explained this earlier, was that you get that +1 health, and a lot of times you try to kill from a distance in order to get that +1 health.
Yes.
When it comes to ammo, you get it. That whole distance thing doesn't quite matter as much, at least from my experience. I guess you could do that with ammo packs too, but I feel like normally it's with health that if I have low health, I'm scared to try to get health packets. So I put it just slightly under this one personally. But
yeah, I feel like that sounds right. And also the thing with
but this
Bloodlust
one,
is
I
the
love
Bloodlust Bloodlust stacks very well with what's it called? With chicken. Because it's like it literally makes chicken better. But I'm just saying, like, just technically speaking, it does stack with chicken.
So we don't know what these are.
It has that functionality.
Oh, but just to let you know, I haven't used these, but I remember one of them is just absolutely insane. Like for explosions.
Oh yeah, one of them, like, it makes explosions.
Like it's definitely an S tier. Like it might be even above ammo. Honestly, it might be like the best perk in the entire game, from what I've seen.
Yeah, you have to ask the speedrunners about that one. But
yeah. Okay, here's an interesting one. This is actually one I wanna hear what your perspective is on this one, because this one's hard.
Open mind. I feel open mind. It's it literally so it adds either an ammo chest, a weapon chest, or radiation canister to every single level. That's a crazy amount of benefit.
Yeah.
When you actually sit down and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
How much like an individual rad canister or an individual gun drop,
especially early in the game, yeah.
Especially early, how much that can radically change, and it affects you in loop too, obviously, because you keep it for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I would put it. I'm thinking to insert this between these two, or put it right here. What's your thoughts? Probably right here.
Yeah, right there. Put that there.
Yeah, I think it's a low B. It's a solid low B.
Yeah.
So Philip.
Okay, mutate later.
I think I know what I'm thinking.
The thing is, it has no functionality itself. It's literally depends. That's probably what depends was made for.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think it's another one of those depends, because if I'm getting freaking bone marrow, I'm gonna be choosing that way before this. But if I'm getting all these like F and D tiers, I would much rather gamble my chance to get an A or B tier one later. So it's definitely it depends one. This one I've never done. This one I've never done. These are the ones, as you see, the characters. Oh, I guess he has 3, huh? Oh, because he gets to choose an extra mutation. What's his name again?
Horror can have 3 mutations, so he gets 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't done these. The plant. Actually, I feel like. No, I never. I've looped it with plant, but I don't think I ever got this. So we can't make a decision on that yet. Okay, Plutonium-Hungry. First off, so let me explain what this is.
So it attracts drops from further away. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Rads, ammo packs, health packs. Those.
Yeah.
Whenever it drops,
that's all it does.
So, Mm,
So here's,
I don't
I
know.
mean, I don't think I mean, I don't think it's that useful.
I don't think it's that great. I'm trying to think of where I'd place it in this list.
It's
Whoa.
it's C or less. It's C or less. It has to be
Oh,
C
it's
or less.
definitely under C. I think it's D. I'm trying to think of where I'm gonna
Um,
insert it in D. I would put it.
I think it's higher than Laserbeam. That's for sure.
I
That's
think I would,
probably
or maybe right here. I think here. Yeah. I think I would
yeah.
rather choose this. Like if this came up, I would honestly just get it because I never ever get it. But I would rather have more ammo. More weapon drops than this for sure. That's without a doubt.
Yeah.
We have a lot of D tier. We don't have quite that many F tier ones. We'll have to see later on. Honestly, accuracy we might have to put to F tier soon. We'll find out. Okay, here we go. I love this one personally. What is it called? Pause something? I can't remember.
It's Rabbit Paw.
Rabbit paw. Yeah. So this one, what it does is it increases both ammo and health drop. So it's kind of like this one and this one combined, but I think at a lower ratio, right? Oh no,
Wait,
no,
which
sorry,
two
but no, it's not
combined?
even the same thing. But
No, it's just like straight up when you kill enemies, it just
yeah.
increases the drop chance. It increases it by 1.4x times.
Oh, 1.4 times. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I love this perk. I don't know about you, but I really like it.
that's such a it's such a good perk.
I
It really is. I
uh,
think it might be
I think it's the highest B or possibly the lowest A.
lowest day, lowest day. I don't think it
Wait,
below it. I don't think it belongs any lower than like it does not. I'll be mad.
lowest A?
Lowest day, lowest day.
Yeah, because I would
Absolutely.
definitely choose. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay. So we haven't done
I
this
would
one.
choose it over Bloodlust, but that's just me.
Yeah, I
Another
would
one
choose
of
it
those.
over Bloodlust also, in most cases. Okay, so it's control, and then down. Scroll down.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
It's control scroll down. Yeah, there you
there
go.
you go. Perfect. Okay, so then, uh, I think we were talking about.
Recycle of land.
I think
Recycle.
you and I
We
were
were
talking
talking
about
about
this.
this.
Yeah. So
Okay, so this is technically the bullet weapons perk, like bow arrow or laser bring. But instead of just damage or being like
hmm
heat-seeking bullets, what it does is it gives you what was it, a 60% chance of getting +1 bullet type ammo. Yeah, it's just +1.
on a
Wait,
hit.
it has a 60% chance of giving you an individual bullet per hit.
I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
Our problem is that we just don't use ammo weapons that often.
A bullet ammo.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they're called bullet ammo, right? Yeah. So we don't use
Yeah,
bullets that often. So.
the thing with Lucky Shot is that it actually benefits every weapon type, and this is just ghetto that. It's
hmm
better if you were doing nothing but like using the assault rifle, it would be better,
Oh yeah.
obviously,
Or a
because it
minigun. Like it'd be great
reactivates
with a
more
minigun
often.
or quadruple gun, machine gun, or triple machine gun or whatever.
Yeah, it's just that it's less versatile
And I've
than
never
Lucky
had.
Shot.
I feel like Philip. Don't you agree that as you progress, you pretty much get rid of.
You have traditional bullet weapons, like you probably take things like the super flat cannon,
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are they
or
called
like
again?
the
Ammo.
crossbow,
So,
super crossbow.
bullet-based weapons, you pretty much don't use that often as you get further and further.
So
I
and
would
also
put
here's the
this.
thing. Bullet
Yeah.
weapons already have like 255 ammo normally and 555 with strong back. So like
hmm
that's the one class in the game I don't need ammo for.
That's true. Yeah. I feel like the reason why I would use it is just to basically if I have extra ammo for my bullet gun, I'll just use it and then try to save ammo for a different gun later on. Like I feel like it's not really my end goal is to have a bullet gun. So I would put this. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I know we said so many good things about it, so I don't know if I'm changing my mind. But my original thought was that it's like an F tier. It might be an F tier. I don't know what you think.
It might be. It's
Is
a.
accuracy
I don't.
better
I
though?
never take it.
Okay, Philip, I'm just gonna put accuracy down here,
Oh, that's fair.
and I'm gonna put this here. I think this is above accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, Philip. I am an absolute fan of this next perk. I'm not being
Okay,
sarcastic.
so I know that there's a lot of people, like especially if you talk to people that are obviously good, so they're just good, so they just don't get hit. This is one of those perks that isn't going to help you as much
If you're
because
already
it's
super
just
good at the
it's
game.
if you're already good at the game, it's just plus 4 HP.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is,
We're
though, for
noobs.
the majority of noobs,
We're
this
not
is
quite
a
noobs.
god tier. This is an S tier perk for
No, yeah.
noobs.
This is S. This is absolutely S tier. It has to be below this.
Obviously, it has to be below +6 health if it's plus
Yeah,
4 health.
exactly. It has to be below plus 6 health.
But
Philip,
like,
oh, I'm
I
starting
think
to wonder if I want to put bolts up to S, but we'll talk about that later.
no, I don't think it. I'm not sure if it is.
Is it not quite? Because, oh, there'd be times where, yeah, I would probably have to choose the health above it, though. I probably have to choose, what's it called again? Rhino skin? So this basically
Yeah,
adds plus 4 health. It's extremely good for, what's his name?
melting.
Melting. It makes him from a +2 health character to +6. And then, honestly, like, he just becomes an absolute beast once he has this. So, oh, I'm looking down on the list, and I think I remember one that I hate even more than than these some of these F tier ones. Okay, so anyways, this one
Okay,
I've
so
never
get
used.
rid of the robot and the rogue one.
This one I've never used. This one I've never used. This one I've never used. Okay.
Okay, so scare your face.
Ooh.
Okay,
I know you
so
and I were talking about this on Discord, and I think we have different
I
opinions.
I think this is an amazing perk. I think
Okay.
this is an absolutely amazing perk for a very important reason. It affects bosses too.
That's true. Yeah.
The reason is so it makes all enemies have 20% less HP. Every individual enemy, from the weakest to the
Hmm.
final boss, every enemy has less HP.
Yeah.
It's just a flat 20%.
Yeah.
No
It's.
matter how much health they have,
Yeah, I
it's
could see
crazy.
that. And Philip,
So
from the
the
runs
thing,
that we've done using your mod, I feel like when enemies have less health, I'd prefer having less health if the enemies have less health as well. Like lowering the enemy's health and your health at the same ratio, I feel like it's a benefit. Don't you agree? In most
yeah,
cases.
it honestly makes it easier. Like when the enemies have even like 25% less,
Hmm.
that takes so many from being like say 3 shots with a crossbow to being two. Like
Yeah.
say sometimes there's enemies that are like 2 HP higher than being a 2 hit, and this is like
Yeah.
nah.
So Philip, though, would you choose it above Bloodlust?
Yes, dude. Like I don't even
You would?
think it being below A
Oh,
is like
really?
incredible. I think it's an A tier. I think that you can't. I don't agree. It can be less than A tier.
Okay. Would you say it's like
Because okay, anything that makes the nuclear throne 20% easier
easier?
to
That's a
kill
good
is a
point.
good perk.
That's a good point. And yeah, there's only one mutation, and you just buy it, and then boom, from there then on, everything's 20% easier, or however you do that ratio.
Yes, and
Yeah.
like I said, it literally makes. And also think about this. You know how crazy Boltmar was against low health enemies.
How crazy what was?
You know how crazy Bolt Marrow is against low
Oh
health
my gosh,
enemies.
those two
It makes
together.
Bolt Marrow that much easier. It's twenty
Oh
percent
yeah.
better.
Or even Melting's explosion attack or whatever
Yes,
it's
it
called.
makes Melting's explosion attack 20% better.
Yeah, exactly. It makes everything better. Like this mixed with any other perk, honestly.
Or like
It even wait. It
Bloodlust.
also indirectly helps your ammo,
Yes, it
conservation.
does. It's basically set. It's like having
It
twenty
might be
percent
above this
more
one.
ammo.
I think it's above this one.
I think it's more. It's higher. I think it is. I think it belongs there.
Right
Does it
here, right?
above? Do you think it belongs? It goes above that crystal one, that crystal ultra,
The Crystal Ultra. So the
the
Crystal
shield one.
Ultra was like a horrible Ultra. I felt like. So it might
Why did
actually
you
be
put it? Why'd
lower.
you put it in A tier though? If it was a horrible ultra.
Okay. Well, I mean, I felt like, for example, if I could buy the perk, I probably would. above a lot of these things. Let me.
So okay, that's the one that lets you move slowly while shielding.
Yeah, I put it right here. There we go. I know it just downgraded it a bunch, but I think that looks right. It definitely, in my opinion, has to be under higher ammo max though. Scary
Okay,
face.
so now the next one.
Okay.
Med kits.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This is an insane.
Absolutely good tier. I
That's
mean,
an S tier.
it's S tier, definitely.
It's S. It's like I'm saying put that up there.
I think it's
S tier.
above. I would choose this above Rhino skin in most
It's better
cases.
than Rhino skin. It's better than Rhino
It's
skin.
definitely not better than +6 health though. Like these are here. It's like there's a huge distance between these ones, but these are all ultras, so it's not really a fair comparison, because they're just way better, but they're ultra perks. Like, so the idea is that this one is one of the best perks you can get. That's something you can actually feasibly buy without having to get 10 levels at first to get your ultra. Okay. What's this one called again? Scary? No, that's the one we just did. What's it
No,
called?
this is that. That's not that.
Uh,
That's sharp teeth.
Sharp teeth. Yeah.
So every time you take damage, 2.5 times the amount of damage you just took is dealt to every enemy on the screen, every single one, even if it's like an extremely dense level.
Oh, 2.5 times whatever health.
Yes,
I didn't know it was that much.
and also it does work when like you self damage. Like say if you hurt yourself using something like a rebel, like when rebel makes clones,
Oh,
this
it
actually
does.
works.
Huh. I would still. Okay. I personally. I'm not gonna. I know you're saying good stuff about it. I think Gamma Guts is better, personally.
It really is ghetto gamma guts the same way that
Yeah.
recycled land is ghetto lucky shot. Like that's exactly what it is. That's the same relation. I've always
I would.
noticed that.
I would put it
Like
under.
one less,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Part of me wonders if I'd rather have the
Boiling,
explosion. Yeah.
I might rather have that.
Yeah. I put it here. But I'd rather have this than the range. Okay, Philip. Here we are. We've come to it, alas.
We've come to this spurt.
Shotgun
Shotgun shoulders. So if you're not familiar, in this game, shotgun shells bounce off of walls. And it's
Yes.
crazy. Like it's really cool for clearing out a room of enemies. Like you just shoot it around a corner, and then the bullets go like boom, 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 and they just bounce everywhere and kill everything. It makes you feel like an action hero.
That
And this
mixed
perk,
with. Yeah.
this perk does that, but more.
Oh my gosh.
So
It
they
is.
bounce further. They bounce further and travel faster. And
Mhm.
apparently, I think does it also increase their damage?
I don't know, but all I know is that if you have a good shotgun, not just a regular shotgun, but if you have a good shotgun, like a
Okay,
double
I'm looking at
shotgun,
the yeah
a flak cannon, it is just absolutely insane.
insane. Like there's double barrel shotguns, like you said, and there's like
Mhm.
the sawed off shotgun, and then there's this gun called a flak cannon. It's like you shoot a one projectile, then it explodes and creates a shotgun shell
Yeah.
after. And then there's a super flak cannon where you shoot it with a projectile, then it becomes flak cannon shots, which then individually become shotgun shells.
And then those are
And so then-
amplified. Oh my gosh.
So that with this, it makes them like just the whole room. Like you shoot a single shot,
Mhm.
and the entire room is just completely filled to the brim with all of these
Yeah.
freaking shells everywhere.
Again, I feel like it's one of those ones. We're obviously not gonna put it here, but it is one of those one that definitely depends on your loadout. But we're not gonna put it
Yes,
there.
obviously, obviously, all of the weapons, even bolt marrow. But the thing is, I
We
feel
normally
like,
get
like
bolt marrow no matter what.
Yeah, but like this, like bolt marrow, I think it's an A because
Oh, it's
I feel
definitely
like,
an A tier, without a doubt.
like it's not S because it's not better than
Mm-mm.
bolt marrow, but it is amazing. It
I
really
would
does
say-
take like. I feel like it even takes the vanilla shotgun
I
and
think
makes
it's
it a
right
much better weapon. Yes, I feel like it might even be better than higher element because it just makes you feel like
Yeah.
OP.
Yeah, imagine having a
checked
loadout
also.
with like a flak cannon and like something that has, like a super crossbow. You'd be absolute with these two right here. You're just absolutely set. You know what I mean? It's just insane. Like I would put shotgun shoulders way up there. It definitely depends
Also,
on the loadout.
I
for
just
sure.
checked. I checked on the wiki,
Mhm.
and it does. And the way it works is that the projectiles And then this makes it so that the first 2 frames, the shot from your gun, they do more damage to simulate how like the shotgun would do more damage at close range.
Yeah.
So the way that this works is it gets that buff after it bounces off of a wall, and not just when it comes out of the gun.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So basically,
Basically what that does, the shotgun shoulders will increase the bounciness. Like that's the best way of
yeah.
putting it.
So not only does it increase the bounciness, but it makes the bounciness more deadly.
Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it lasts longer. It just you shoot a shell, it starts bouncing off the wall normally, but with shotgun shoulders, you'll just like absolutely.
You know, just this it's so satisfying. It's my favorite perk.
Hmm. These ones right here again, we haven't ever
Is
used. That's fine. Stress.
stress.
Okay.
Okay, so it makes your rate of fire faster. The lower your health gets, like it's literally inversely proportional.
Yeah.
Um, it's like it's literally like your health divided by your
Yeah.
max HP or something like that. Like the way it calculates it.
So in
So like
human
literally,
terms, what that
if
means
you
is
have 0 HP, it would be the best. It'd give you
yeah.
double. If you have 0 HP, it
Okay.
would
Yeah.
give you like, if you had 1 HP as like 80 as 20 health. I mean Crystal. Like say Crystal, who had 10 health, had Rhino skin and that other Ultra of hers, and you had 1 HP, you get like the most benefit. It's like 190
Oh wow.
or something. It's like a lot. It's like a lot, especially for Crystal.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I know you said a bunch of good stuff about it. I
But
just
it's not that great. Like it's
it's
not
a
that
pass up.
noticeable.
It's like it's literally one that I just see and then I'm like, is there a better one? Like I see it and then I'm like,
Exactly. It's a filler. It's a filler one. It might be like high. It honestly might be the highest
highest of what?
F.
Yeah.
It's like I never take this. Like I don't think reload speed's that important.
Yeah.
Like having a high reload speed is nice, right?
Hmm.
It feels good, but
But you
it's
have to already
not
be
like
doing bad.
life
That's
or
the way I
death.
see it.
Like if you have a slow reload speed, you just have to play passively.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So now we've reached the beautiful, the
Okay,
magnificent,
this thing,
the
um,
potentially best perk, I mean mutation
this
that you can get besides Ultra, in my opinion. That's just what I'm saying.
okay. So you're saying, is this your top of S tier perk?
I just want to hear what you say and then.
Okay, so this is Strong Spirit. I remember. Okay, I've been playing this game since like since the beta days, and I just want to share how crazy this perk used to be. So what this perk does is it helps you survive at 1 HP when you normally should die. So basically, no matter how much health you have, it's like say even if you had 2 HP and you take enough damage that should be like 100 damage from something serious, like an insane amount of damage, then it makes it so you stay alive at only 1 HP, and then like you're vulnerable after that, but it saves you from one infinite damage hit,
Yeah.
and that's so good. There's so many things in this game
Mhm.
that are particularly built in to be like a noob killer, especially in
Mhm.
loops. Like there's like the police van in
Oh my
loops.
gosh.
Like this thing saves you from that
Absolutely.
every time.
So the way I
This thing,
see it is.
the nuclear throne also does so much damage to you, and
Mhm.
this saves you from that every time.
So just as someone who's played this game a lot, there's been so many times that you hear that sound, like it's probably just ingrained in your head now, the sound of you
Yeah,
losing your halo.
the Halo. So the way that okay,
And
so let me explain this perk a little bit more.
oh, okay,
Like,
yeah.
so the way this perk works is you have a halo over your head, and that
Mhm.
means you have it active. And
This
then
right here.
once you take the amount of damage to where it resets, so when you go down to 0 and it brings you back up to 1 when you should have died.
Yeah.
When that happens, your halo goes away. And originally in the beta, the way it worked is you just had to, I think you just needed to get up to full health again for it to recharge. And then we made it so that you needed to, so now they made it so you needed to actually get to full health and go through a portal.
Okay, yeah. That's what it should be. It's already so OP.
It actually, in the OG days, when they very first added it, and very funny, it had like a very silly MS Paint icon back then too, because like back then they didn't have all the art done. So
Yeah.
they had the icon that was like, it was really simple, right? And how it worked is you could only die at 1 HP.
Oh
So
wow.
basically, if you just picked up one med kit to go from 1 HP to 3, you had it back
Oh
instantly.
my god.
It was the best perk I've ever
That
seen in the video game. It was overpowered.
they've now definitely brought it
Then they've
down.
nerfed it to the ground. So here's how good this perk is. They took it, the best perk, like this. Okay, so OG Strong Spirit, if we had that icon as a thing on this list, I would say OG Strong
It's
Spirit,
above.
triple S, it's triple S tier. We would have to make a new category called SS tier, and then we
Yeah.
have to make a new category above it called triple S.
And then there'd be nothing in
have
SS
nothing,
tier. There'd be nothing
nothing.
inside of
And I
SS
would
tier.
have to put this in SSS tier. That's how good the OG version of this was. This perk was so good. They
Oh my
nerfed
God.
it into the ground 2 times,
Yeah.
and it's still top of this.
It's still literally the best, in my opinion. I would put this right here.
Like,
Oops, sorry. Right here.
you're putting it before the crystal one? Are you sure?
Okay, so that one gives you plus 6 health.
I feel like this
It might
helps
be right
you
here.
more.
Screw it.
Okay, here's the thing.
I
Is,
think-
like, it helps you with melting. Like,
Yeah.
it makes, and also, here's the thing. With melting, you only need to get one med kit and then go through a portal to get it back because you
Yeah.
have such low health.
And also, this one's so much more universal, come to think of it, because when you're crystal, you already have a crap ton of health, and you probably, if you made it that far, you're going to already have
Yeah.
Rhino skin.
Actually,
So-
what I'm trying to say also is that the actual meta for this perk is to have low health and not take Rhino skin with it, because then you can get like med kits, a less amount of med kits. Like you get 2 less
Mhm.
or 1 less with what's it called? Second stomach, and then you get back up to full.
Yeah.
So like yeah, like with
So basically,
with,
it's just like the
yeah.
best. It's just
Basically,
great.
it's the best. It's just
So,
that there is
anytime-
meta with it.
Yeah,
Like, what
anytime you
should
hear
and
the
shouldn't take
sound,
with it.
yeah, anytime you hear the sound of that halo disappearing, I always
You
think to
just
myself, I
realize-
would have been dead. Like I literally would have
That
been dead
would have
if
that
I,
literally would have ended the
entire run. And it happens like
Entire-
almost every single round, like 3 times. I feel like
What do you mean 3 times?
no, I mean it like this. The sound of it
every run,
disappearing. I feel like
Do you
that.
mean the run?
No. I'm saying
No, it can't. It can't happen more than once around.
no. Not. I'm saying in a run, like an entire. You know.
In an entire run, like you feel like you hear it 3 times in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, my point is that would have been 3 times where we would have died. So, it's that good of a game. I mean, of a mutation. I would say it's almost an essential to doing well. Like I don't know if there's ever been a time, Philip, that we've looped or won the nuclear throne without it. Has there ever been a time? I don't think so. I don't know if that's just because we always get it, or if it's just because we would have lost without it. I have no idea.
I
Okay.
feel like we just always get it. But anyways,
Okay. So
now
next
the
one.
next one.
This is
The next
Throne,
one,
but-
I feel like this is dependent. I mean, it might. I'm not going to say it is, but I feel like this might be.
hmm
So, what this does is it upgrades your character's special ability,
exactly.
whatever
Yeah.
your character is. So,
Mhm.
for YV, for example, his ability is to shoot 2 shots at once. This makes it so he shoots 4 shots at once.
Yeah. But then, so the reason why it depends, and it's not like an S tier or A tier, is because there's characters like Fish and Crystal, to where a lot of people like their original ability, and it interferes with that ability, so it actually makes it worse, honestly. So, at least that's my experience from. Actually, I don't know if it makes it worse necessarily for Fish, but for Crystal, it's just downright horrible for me. Like, because I'm so used to using the shield, and what this throne butt does is it makes it to where you can teleport while you have the shield, and some people are extremely good at it, but because I use the shield in its traditional sense all the time, it makes it to where I just will accidentally teleport and I don't mean to. So that's why it's a depends one. But when it comes to a character like steroids, YV,
Well, Plants is pretty good too.
Yeah,
Plants is
Plant-
crazy.
yeah,
Because
plant,
Plant makes it so that snares kill
Yeah,
enemies
snare,
that are under a third health,
mhm,
like a third of their total HP.
yeah,
So technically, if you shoot this at the nuclear throne, that's like just straight up 33% of his health that you don't need to worry about because it's gonna die before again.
yeah.
It's literally scare your face but better for
Oh, you can use it on
Plant.
nuclear throne too. I didn't even realize that.
You can snare any enemy in the game.
I would say so.
Anyway.
Philip, what's your favorite throne butt? I know what mine is.
it has to be YV.
Okay, yeah, YV, I would say is second. In my opinion, I think Melting's is the best.
Oh yeah, this better
Better
explosions.
explosions, like those things literally clear out places sometimes. It's absolutely
Yeah.
insane. Okay, so this is actually, let me just really fast put these two, and what is this, just to get over with, because we're now
Wait,
on.
no, we're not back to business. I know what back to business is. I can actually talk. I can
Oh,
talk about those two.
oh, never mind. Okay, so let's go over to trigger fingers then. You know how I said that there was one that I felt like might be like even worse. I
Oh
feel like
yeah, that.
trigger fingers is one of my least favorites personally, but let's see.
Yeah.
What do you
Let me see.
think?
Trigger fingers. Each enemy killed reduces your remaining reload time on both equipped weapons by 40%. Um. Nah, I don't think reload time is very useful. I don't think I would. I don't think I would even use it.
Maybe it'd be good for, you know how I had that like what is it called, that
It
one.
might be good with melee, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah, but the thing is I almost always pass it up, and I think personally it's an F tier, but I don't know about you. What do you think?
My
I would put
yeah.
stress slightly above it. I'd put it just right there.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Hey, I'm sorry, but
okay.
yeah,
Okay, so let me just look up the exact details of these two.
yeah.
Okay, one of them, I think I've only taken back to business, but I have a friend, I think, who took the other one in the video of his I watched.
Okay, yeah.
So, okay, so the one that's the yellow, like
Mhm.
the yellow dot dashes, that's
Sorry, what?
the one that's not money.
Oh,
The second one.
you just cut out for a little bit.
I said it was okay. The yellow one with the dashes instead of money. That
Yeah.
one's called "I'm a Gun God." It's plus 40% rate of fire, just straight up.
Whoa, really? So you just
So,
shoot 40%
so
faster?
yeah,
That's
with
insane.
all guns in general, it's pretty good.
That's really
And
good.
okay, so I think um, obviously I haven't personally used it because I would always take the other one because the
Okay.
other one's crazy. But I
Okay.
think that this um, so I mean, obviously, like we've been kind of trashing like things that increase fire rate, so it's not that amazing,
Mhm.
but like it's a permanent upgrade, and you don't need to kill to get it.
What is it?
I mean, it's a permanent 40% upgrade, you know.
Oh no,
So
I thought you were talking about the dollar signs one now. The dollar ones.
oh no, I was still talking about the first one because we haven't placed
So
it yet.
yeah, let's place it. Let's think.
Um, just 40% increase is permanent. I think it might be A, but I'd probably the bottom of it.
Oh, you actually think it's not above these? Okay.
I mean, it's good. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I'd have to use it
Would you
more.
put it just right above ammo, higher ammo max maybe?
Maybe, actually, yeah,
That
that's
seems
probably
about
right.
right. Because
That
the other
seems
ones
about right.
are gun based things too.
Yeah, okay. And then back to business.
Ooh, yeah.
So it'll make okay. So this is crazy. So YB's second ability, which is to fire two shots at once, is
Mhm.
already crazy good. So
Yeah.
what this does is it makes it so if you fire two shot, I mean if you use his normal ability without throwing, but you fire three bullets and it only costs you two.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's three
really?
shots for the cost of two.
That's insane. Oh my gosh.
And with throw butt, it's six for the cost of four.
Imagine that stacked.
That it's and also here's the crazy thing. I think there's a 6 round burst assault rifle in this game. The
Oh
hyper
my gosh.
rifle, right? So you could use thrown butt with back to business to do a 36 round burst
In one
shot,
shot. Oh my gosh.
and it only costs 24 ammo instead of 36.
That could kill something so quickly. I think what you described to me is definitely an S tier.
It's definitely an S tier. Like this is what I always pick when I do solo.
Would you say it's
I think
above?
it might be above. It might because it
Mhm.
gives you
I
it
would agree.
literally increases your ammo uh by like 33%.
Yeah, I would say I think it belongs right here, just under
Because like
the health
yeah,
and
like
yeah.
the shenanigans you can get up to like imagine like shooting a super flat cannon shot
Oh my
into a room
gosh.
with this. It would like completely devastate. It might lag your game a lot.
No, yeah. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
So yeah, that's
So this is our
insane.
tier list, everyone. I hope you enjoyed
Yeah, it's
this
done.
this list. I feel pretty satisfied. Like I don't see anything I'd really change here. Like, if I
Yeah,
just
I think this is fine.
yeah, this is really good. Let us know in the comments below if you changed something or if you're offended by this video.
A
Um,
lot of people are getting offended. Like everyone who's not a YV or Crystal main is going to be like yelling at us
no,
about
yeah,
this.
exactly. So you could tell there's a lot of YV and Crystal main bias going on here. But
People be
this is
like,
what works for us.
I
Yeah.
main chicken, and this list is terrible.
Yeah, exactly. If you main chicken, like, all power to you. Like, I don't know why the heck you chose chicken, but
Or why are we bashing chicken?
no, you know what? If you main horror,
Okay,
all
how about my eyes main something?
okay. I can see people maining eye, but horror, I just feel like there's no use in horror. His extra ability, I don't know, because I feel like there's better guns than that. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the Cakecore channel, and we'll see you on a later episode in this Nuclear Throne series. Ciao.